So you got your shiny new ServiceNow SDK installed. You type a command, you hit enter, and ServiceNow goes, "Who are you?" Yeah, that's the problem we are solving today. Okay, because right now your laptop and your ServiceNow instance, they don't know each other. They have been introduced. They have never been introduced, and until we fix that, we can't ship a single line of code. Good news, fixing it is genuinely easy. Okay, there is just one little gotcha that trips everybody up. Okay, let's get into it. So hey, what's up? Welcome back. If you are new, this is episode 2 of a series where we are wiring up Claude, the AI from Anthropic, into the ServiceNow SDK. By the end of this series, you will be building real ServiceNow app from your laptop just by describing what you want in plain English. In episode 1, we have installed the 4 tools: Node, Git, the SDK, and the Cloud Code with the Fluent plugin. If you haven't watched that one yet, go first watch it. Link will be in description. And also right up here, in today's episode, assume you have already got all that working. If you try to skip ahead, nothing in this video is going to be sense for you. Cool. So today we are doing one thing, just one. Okay, we are trying to teach the ServiceNow SDK who you are, so it can actually talk to your ServiceNow instance on your behalf. We call that authentication, and there are two flavors of it: basic and OAuth. OAuth, and we are going to do both of them. Okay, side by side, so you will understand when to use which. By the end of this video, you will be authenticated. You will have your credentials saved, and you will be ready for episode 3, where we finally build something. Promise. So let's go. Okay, before we touch a single command, okay, let me explain why this step exists. Because if you don't get the why, the how is going to feel weird and random. So here's the deal. Your ServiceNow instance is a server sitting somewhere on the internet. Anybody can technically talk to it. So obviously, it can't just let anyone do anything. It needs to know who's knocking on the door before it lets them in. When you log into ServiceNow in your browser, you are doing this without thinking. You type your password, click sign in, the instant goes, "Oh, it's you, come on in." But our SDK is sitting in a terminal on your laptop. It doesn't have a browser session, it doesn't have your password saved. So every single time it wants to talk to ServiceNow, it needs to prove who it is. The job of authentication in this episode is to tell your SDK, "Hey, here's the instance I want to talk to. Here's my username. Here's my password. Go remember this. I don't have to do it every single command." We save it once. The SDK keeps it locked away safely on the machine. After that, every SDK command runs know who to log in as, okay, without you doing anything. Magic, isn't it? Okay, makes sense? So let's set it up. So there are two methods, okay? Pay attention because this matters, okay? The first one is basic auth, okay? The way it works is every single time the SDK wants to talk to a service now, it sends your username and password along with the request encoded. So it's not just floating around in plain text, but the password is in there. Fast, simple, work perfectly for what you are doing. The second one is OAuth, 2 point auth. Okay, auth, OAuth is fancier, we can say. Okay, instead of sending your password every time, it does this little dance, okay, where you log in once in a browser. ServiceNow hands back a special token, and from then on, the SDK use that token instead of password. The token can be revoked, it can expire, it can be rotated, none of which is true for a raw password. Okay, now you probably must be thinking, okay, so auth is better. Okay, why would we ever use basic auth? Great question, and here's the answer. For PDIs, okay, the free one service now gives you, basic auth is genuinely fine. Okay, it's just you on your machine talking to your sandbox. setting up auth is overkilling on that particular front. Okay, but the moment you are working on something shared, like a client's instance or a CI/CD pipeline or anything production adjacent, you switch to OAuth. Because if your laptop gets compromised, you won't be able to revoke that one without resetting your whole ServiceNow password. So the thumbnail will use is basic for PDA, for my PDA sandbox, okay, OAuth for everything else. Simple. So we'll do both. You decide which one stays as your default. Okay. So first and foremost thing, what you have to do, you have to just wake up your instance. Okay. It will be step 0, and please don't skip this. Okay, open a browser tab and go to developer.servicenow.com. Okay, if you have set up your PDS a while ago, there will be a good chances it's hibernating right now. ServiceNow hibernate free PDS after a few days of inactive to save resources. Okay, so if it's hibernating, you have to see, and it's totally normal. Okay, but here's the thing: if your PDI is sleeping and you try to authenticate it from the terminal, the command just hangs forever. Okay, no error, no helpful message, just an awkward silence. And you will sit there going, is this thing's frozen? Okay, I've done that multiple times. Don't be me. Okay, so log in, look at your dashboard. If you see the button start building, okay, or wake up instance, click it, give it some minute, sign up, and then we'll start on that particular front. Okay, so what you have to do, this is my personal development instance. Okay, uh, which is on Zurich version, Australia version. I've just recently upgraded, and now we'll try both the things out. So if you remember from my previous tutorial, right, we are using, you can either use VS Code, you can use JetBrains, okay, IntelliJ, or you can also use your own terminal. Okay, but my preferred way of doing the things is um term VS Code. So we'll just go to the VS Code. Okay, so where's my VS Code? And you must be familiar with this terminal now. So how we can do set up the things? Okay, so first and the foremost thing, we will try with the basic auth. So whenever you go to the instance, right, whenever you go to the terminal, first and foremost thing what you have to do is you have to put the command now SDK ls auth. uh, it's auth, I guess, or not. So this is the base command. Okay, and it shows ki what you can do. You have options. If you do -d, you can debug. If you do -h, you can help. If you want to see version, -v. Okay, if you want to auth, if you want to add, you can add like this. Okay, delete, also use. We'll see all these commands, okay, in details. I will just extend it out. Let me make it full screen itself. Now what we have to do, we have to add the authentication. First let's check what's there right now. Okay, so for that, what you have to do now, SDK auth. Okay, because we are dealing with authentication, so you have to do auth every time. Okay, and if you do list, it will give list of all the profiles which are there. So I have basic 1, basic 2. uh, okay, but this is, I think it was the previous instance. Let me quickly confirm it out. So it got changed, right? So my current instance is this. Okay, so for this, I don't think I will have anything present. So I will just go back. Where's that terminal? Okay, and what we'll do first, we will put the instance. Okay, so what you have to do, I will just clear it out, and you have to do now SDK auth, and then you have to put your dash add, and then you have to put your instance name. Okay, so for me, it's, as we have seen, it's dev 270255. Okay, so I just remove my previous instance and I've created a new instance for Australia version. So I enter, and now it will remember my instance. Okay, so it's again give me the same thing. So if I now have to check, okay, so if I do now as the SDK auth, and if I check list now, ideally probably it will not have anything in it. Okay, great. For this particular instance also, oh, so it's saying the same thing. That's strange. Okay, so probably I must have created, I don't remember on my top of my head. So now we have seen this out, right? Okay, now what we have to do, we will first go with the basic auth. Okay, so how we can do that? So for that we have to, we'll just add the credentials stating now SDK auth, and so we have checked this. Okay, now as a next step, as we want to go ahead with the basic, right? So first and the foremost thing, we have to put the commands for basic around the same. Okay, so we will have to type this particular command. Okay, this, what exactly we want to do. Auth. Mm-hmm. Just give a second. I'm just confirming the instance thing. So I'll just clear it out. Now, as soon as I give the instance name, it asks for which kind of authentication we want, basic or auth. So first we'll go with the basic one. So if as soon as I select the basic, okay, now it asks for alias for this credential. Alias you can consider as a name. Okay, what should be the name of this particular credential? So I can give basic basic um basic hyphen a. Okay, I will give this, and then it asks for username. So by default it takes admin as a username. If you have, if you are using some other profile, you can give that, but I'm using admin, so I will just go with the admin. And then it asks for the password. So you have to just tell the password. It will not showcase over there as it's mask. You just have to password, enter the password. Okay, I have entered the password, and you just enter. Now it will start authenticating the systems. Okay, and as soon as you see this, right, successful authenticated instance, your authentication has been done. Now if you want to check if it worked or not, so you just do now SDK auth dash list, and now you should be able to see that credential. Where is that? It's basic hyphen a, right? This is the one. And if you see star, this is the default one. Okay, it's the defaulted to yes. Perfect. Now let's try to create a credential using OAuth. So we will follow the same thing. We will do now. I will just first clear. So you will get the clear. We'll do now SDK auth add, and I will give the instance name. Now it's again asking for basic OAuth. Basic is defaulted, but using arrow you can change the things out. So I will just go to OAuth, and now it's asking for, so I can give O OAuth. Make sure that this alias name is case sensitive. Okay, it should not happen if you are typing capital B and searching for small b, right? Okay, it will not, it's case sensitive. Okay, keep this in mind. So I will do auth a, and now it will just route me to an instance. Okay, so if I bring the instance down, right, okay, it just automatically routed to the instance, and you will be able to see this particular screen. The ServiceNow SDK would like to connect to your ServiceNow account on instance this. Okay, 27 blah blah user account, and it's asking for full REST access to all REST APIs. So you just have to do allow, and as soon as you do allow, it will give you this particular token. Okay, you just copy this token out. You don't have to do anything. Okay, you just copy this token, and then you go back to your VS Code. Now again it's a password or token. It will not you will not be able to see once you paste it out. So paste only once. So paste and do enter. Okay, I think I only did that mistake. Okay, so it's learning for us. SDK auth add, and it's dev 270255. I will just do auth. I will do auth. Let's do with B, and it again opened the instance. It gave me the pop-up. Okay, I will just allow. I'll just copy this out. I will close this browser, copy, and I'll paste, enter. Huh? The password is encoded as the other platform limiter. What is this? So I've said it's okay. This is strange. If I paste it like this, ERG, right? This is strange. Let's do one more time. Now SDK auth add dev to 70255 auth auth hyphen c. I'll give. Okay, I'm doing one more time. Copy, paste. Mm-hmm. Am I using the same instance? Let me, you can see. I will just close this out. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, logging to instance. Let's check if the instance is up and running. Or you can do one more thing. Okay, let's try with that way out. Manage application Authentication registry. We'll try from here. And there is something for SDK. Now SDK. This seems to be valid. Let's give it a right last try. Okay. Ideally it should work because, or I will show you how exactly it looks. Okay. Let's do now SDK auth list. Let's see. We have basic 1, basic 2, basic 3, auth 1. This I have. Okay. So let's now SDK auth dev add dev 270255. I'm not sure. Now what's wrong? Ideally, it should not happen. So we'll go with auth again. I'll get this time. Oh, auth 2. Okay. Allow. Copy. And then I can go back. Paste. Not sure. I have to check on this particular front out. Okay. How exactly? Why exactly it's coming? Um. But till then, let me just put it over the net. Okay. If I'm able to see something. Till then, what we'll do, we'll try to look for other commands. So we have already seen the list. Now if you want to change certain things out, right? Okay, if you want to delete this out, let's delete the basic one. Okay, basic one we will do. So we'll let's try to delete the OAuth one only. So we will do um now TK OAuth delete. So we have already set the basic one, right? So we'll delete the basic one first. Basic one, and it will. So it has removed. Okay, and it's showing no credential found with basic one. Let's check now. SDK auth, and we'll do list. Okay, so it basic one, right, must have deleted. Why it's coming? Let me terminate the session and I let me try it out again. Now SDK auth title. It's always good to see new errors, okay, so that you will also come to know about what exactly is happening. So let's delete this one, basic 3. Okay, basic 3. So we'll do now SDK auth, and we have to just give it delete. We can paste the basic 3. It will remove it out. Okay, now let's do now SDK auth delete, sorry, list. Now you see the basic 3 got is not there. Okay, let's try the last time for the auth. So we'll do now SDK auth. But you on the, if you try it out, these are the steps. Okay, something wrong with my instance, I feel. That's the reason it's not happening. Add, and then dev 270255. We'll go with auth. We'll give O2. I will just give name O2. It has just popped up the screen. I will just do allow, copy the code, paste, enter. Now it worked. So I think the problem was something with the LAs were getting broken. Okay, now if I try it out, okay, let's do it. We created O2, right? So now SDK auth list. So one thing, whenever you are facing this kind of difficulty, right, I have seen in the past also, just terminate your current session and retry it out. It will work for you. Okay, so now you can see the basic A and O2 also, and O2 is a default for us. Now if you want to use this one, basic A, right, so what you have to do, you have to do, now it's, this is the default one, okay, O2. Now if you want to change it to basic A, what you have to do, now SDK and auth use, and you have to give the alias name. So it's basic hyphen A. Okay, now it ideally should gets set to default. Now let's check. Now auth, now SDK auth list, if we see, now the basic auth is default. So look at what you just did. Okay, 20 minutes ago your laptop and your ServiceNow instance were stranger. Now they are authenticated. Okay, your SDK knows two different ways to log in. Okay, you can switch between them, you can manage them, you understand why auth is better for production, why basic is fine for development. Okay, you are not learning ServiceNow, you are configuring an enterprise tool chain. Okay, that's a real skill. Okay, episode 3 is where the fun will really get started. Okay, we are going to take everything we have built across these two episodes, the install from episode 1, the all from today's episode, and then we are going to actually build a ServiceNow application from an empty folder to a working scoped application or global scope, whatever you prefer, okay, on your instance. And here's the magic, we are going to do most of it literally just by describing what we want to Claude in plain English. Okay, no clicking through studios, no XML wrangling, just words. Okay, it's going to be the most fun episode in the series, hands down. Okay, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss when it drops. Okay, quick favor, if you got both auth working methods working, okay, drop a comment says auth done, okay, just so I know where you are. And if you're facing also some difficulty, okay, just put a comment. I read every single comment, okay, genuinely, and it really helps me know which part of this tutorial we're landing. Okay, if something didn't work, tell me. Okay, tell me the steps, what error you saw, what your steps is, and I will either reply directly or fold the answer into Q&A videos down the line. Okay, hit like if you save, i- if this saved from starting at a hanging terminal for you, or if you are just facing difficulties with your terminal things, okay, just save this particular video. Okay, subscribe if you want episode 3 the moment it lands. Till then, stay happy, keep learning, okay, and have a nice day ahead. Thank you.